booktube, welcome back or to Lady Loves Dead Reads. My name is Jessica and this is my December TBR, guest starring my kitty cat. In the month of December, I will be participating in 3 different readathons. I also have some buddy reads that I'm doing and a book club book that I'd like to read. So let's get into it. First is the Slavicathon readathon. This is hosted by the Wild Sasha. I'll leave all the information for the hosts of these different readathons in the description box down below. For Slavicathon, we have a bingo board that we have to complete, and it takes place over the first weekend of December. And as I'm filming this is the first day of the Slavicathon, I believe. So by the time you see this, we'll probably be already in the thick of it, but that is okay. So we do have a bingo board, and I have found 2 books that might fulfill a bingo on the bingo board. So the first book that I'll be reading for Slavicathon is 9 Magic Pea-Hens. This is a collection of Serbian folk tales. One of the main purposes of this readathon is to familiarize ourselves with Slavic myths and folklore and legends. This readathon came about because we had read for Middle Grade Monthly a book, what book was it? A Wolf for a Spell, I believe is what it's called. And a lot of folks, when we read that book, were talking about how much we love Slavic folklore and myths and mythology. And so the hosts, which would be Jade and Pris, they were really interested in finding someone to host a Slavic readathon. So they reached out to Sasha and she put this readathon together, which I think is amazing. Teamwork makes the dream work. So yes, this is the first book that I'll read. And then she actually had suggested in the announcement video for the readathon Six of Crows duology, and I have been buddy reading the Six of Crows duology with my friend Johara. We just finished up Six of Crows last month, and now we are reading Crooked Kingdom. So this is the next book that I will read for Slavicathon. I do have 2 buddy reads that I'm doing this month. The first, as I mentioned, is Crooked Kingdom with my friend Johara at the Witchy Reader. The second buddy read is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Angel at Angel Reads. I have read Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island earlier in the year and really loved his writing style. So I do think that this might be a 5-star read for me. We'll see. I bought this beautiful leather-bound edition. There's the inside. I think it was my summer book haul, because after I read Treasure Island, I loved it so much I wanted to get a nice copy of this one. So here she is. For Middle Grade Monthly, I am about a month behind, but that's okay because in December, Middle Grade Monthly takes a break and they do a holiday party instead of reading a book. So if you're not familiar with Middle Grade Monthly, it's a book club hosted by Jade at JD Reads and Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, and it focuses on middle grade literature. So the November pick for Middle Grade Monthly was Winterhouse. So I would like to read this, and then I will be completely caught up with all of Middle Grade Monthly's 2021 books, with the exception of one that I couldn't find access to, like library didn't have it, so on and so forth. So that is exciting, hoping to get to this one. The next readathon that I'm participating in is a month-long readathon called the Reindeer Readathon. There are several different hosts of this. I don't remember the names of all of them, but I'll link them down below. And I am on Team Stocking, and I'll just go through the different prompts for the readathon because I haven't actually picked out specific books that I want to read yet for these prompts. I am giving myself the opportunity to mood read through this readathon. So the prompts are all based on the reindeer, hence the Reindeer Readathon. The first is Dasher, a short story collection or novella. For that prompt, I'm going to double up and use this collection of folk tales. Because why not? Next is Dancer, a book by one of your favorite authors. Prancer, a book with a travel element in it. Vixen, a book that has recently caught your eye. I've already started this one, and this is There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, which is a dark romance based on two serial killers that both fall for the same woman. And I've only read one chapter, but it's already really, really good. That one caught my eye because I heard Crystal at Crystal's Bookish Life talking about it. She talked about it on her channel, on her Twitter, on her Instagram, and I was like, okay, I have to read this. The next prompt is Comet, which is a 5-star prediction. And probably one that'll work well for that is this, since I do think this is going to be a 5-star read. Next is Cupid. Take a shot at reading a new author. Next we have Donner, a book with a green or red cover. Blitzen is a randomized choice between 3 books. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to randomize this. I'm going to try to be a little bit creative. So we'll see. Rudolph is a standalone. And then there's some bonus points in there too, like if you read an audiobook, if you read a book over 500 pages, if you read an ebook, like you can get bonus points. For this readathon, you cannot double up on the prompts. You should read a different book for each prompt, including for the bonus points. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 books to read this month. But I really like that I'm going to mood read and just like pick the book based on my mood that fits the prompt, because I think it's going to make it a lot more fun. It'll make it feel less like homework and more like a fun little challenge. For all of these readathons, I will be doing vlogs for them. So you'll be able to see like how I end up randomizing the Blitzen prompt and so on and so forth. All right. The last readathon that I'll be participating in takes place December 17th, 18th, and 19th, I believe. And it is through till the weekend. And Jacqueline is one of the hosts, and then my friend Elizabeth from Reading Riley is another one of the hosts. And this readathon, they're doing a lot of different fun things. So there's a group read, so we will be reading In the Dream House by Carmen Machado. There's also a requirement to read a book about a serial killer. And then they're going to have a movie. We're going to watch a movie together. There's going to be a cookie decorating contest. Just a lot of different fun events happening through that weekend. So I am going to participate in that. So those are the 3 main readathons that I'll be doing. The Reindeer Readathon, which is month-long. The Slavicathon Readathon, which is the first weekend of December. And Thrill to the Weekend, which is December 17th through 19th. And then the buddy reads. Those are my reading plans. Kind of some loose mood reading allowed in there, along with some specifically selected works to read. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really fun month. Let me know in the comments down below what you're reading, if you're doing any of these readathons. Are you doing the Reindeer Readathon, and which team are you on? Go Team Stocking! And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink a coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Oh, and don't forget to sign up to join me at my holiday party. I'll leave a link to that announcement video up here if you haven't seen it yet. I would love for all of you to participate in my holiday party on December 27th. Bye!